Well, hello there. It's 2025 and the Trump administration's relationship with the media has escalated into a full-blown brawl. This isn't just your average political spat. Remember those quaint days when presidents merely disagreed with the story? Now it's a barrage of fake news, shouted from the highest office. The scenes are now grimly familiar. A reporter asks a challenging question. Trump's face contorts. The finger points. "You're a disgrace," he bellows. "Fake news." Take the NBC reporter who inquired about an alleged Qatari jet gift. He was publicly humiliated and banned from future events. This isn't about fostering a healthy debate, it's about intimidation. Trump's disdain for critical media has been a hallmark of his political career. The label, enemy of the people, has been hurled at respected news organizations with alarming regularity. The strategy is clear: discredit, demean, and dismantle any source of information that doesn't align with the administration. By constantly attacking the credibility of established media, the aim is to create an environment where the only truth is the one sanctioned by the administration. Now let's talk specifics. This isn't just about vague rhetoric. It's about targeted, legal, and regulatory warfare. If you're a media outlet perceived as left-leaning, you're facing the very real threat of lawsuits and government action. Consider the $20 billion lawsuit Trump slapped on CBS over a 60 Minutes segment. That's not a lawsuit. That's an attempt to financially cripple an entire news organization. This is a coordinated pincer movement of financial and regulatory pressure. Trump Media and Technology Group has sued 20 media organizations for defamation. This isn't about seeking genuine redress for libel. It's about bogging down newsrooms in costly legal battles. Even individual journalists aren't safe, as evidenced by the $50 million lawsuit against Bob Woodward. The message is clear: scrutinize, investigate, or publish something unflattering and prepare for a legal onslaught. Paramount, CBS's parent company, is reportedly engaging in mediation with Trump. And speaking of regulations, the newly appointed FCC Commissioner Brendan Carr has launched investigations into multiple media outlets. This isn't just about individual lawsuits anymore, it's about leveraging the machinery of government to punish perceived enemies. Trump has openly mused about jailing reporters and revoking broadcast licenses. While some of Trump's past lawsuits have had mixed results, the chilling effect of these actions is undeniable. The goal isn't necessarily to win every case, it's to make the process itself the punishment. While one side of the media landscape faces a barrage of lawsuits, the other side enjoys a different relationship with the Trump administration. Right-wing media outlets like Fox News often act as his loyal army in the information war. This isn't journalism, it's a symbiotic partnership. They provide adulation and get access, exclusives, and validation from the top. It's a beautifully orchestrated echo chamber. There's now a new media seat in the press briefing room for non-traditional outlets, often right-wing platforms. This isn't about expanding diverse viewpoints, it's about stacking the deck. The traditional press corps now shares space with those whose primary function is cheerleading. The benefits for these outlets are obvious: unparalleled access and amplified talking points. A far-right media network is reportedly aligning with Voice of America. On social media, Trump's base revels in his attacks on journalists they perceive as fake news. The result is a deeply polarized information environment. Beyond lawsuits and alliances, there's another layer to this war on media: the sheer spectacle. It's a performance designed to captivate, confuse, and control the narrative. Nothing encapsulates this better than the AI-generated image of Trump as the Pope. Posted on official White House social media accounts, it was deeply weird and unsettling. This isn't just digital tomfoolery, it's part of a broader strategy to dominate the news cycle. It's about creating moments so bizarre that they overshadow substantive policy discussions. The public outrage it sparked was likely part of the desired effect. And then there are the threats: jailing reporters, revoking broadcast licenses. These aren't just throwaway lines, they are deliberate attempts to instill fear. It's the strongman playbook: silence your critics, intimidate the press. This theatrical approach energizes his base and keeps him in the headlines. It desensitizes the public to actions and rhetoric that would have been unthinkable just a few years ago. When the absurd becomes commonplace, the truly dangerous actions can slip by unnoticed. The substance of policy is lost in the noise of the spectacle. The public is left to navigate a media landscape that feels more like a house of mirrors. The assault on the media isn't just confined to private news organizations. Public broadcasting is also in the crosshairs. On May 1, 2025, an executive order aimed to terminate federal funding for NPR and PBS. This isn't about fiscal responsibility, it's about ideology, it's about silencing voices deemed insufficiently deferential. The move is a direct blow to millions who rely on NPR and PBS for news and cultural content. This defunding effort is supported by initiatives like Project 2025. NPR has sued the Trump administration to prevent this revocation of federal funding. The administration has also targeted Voice of America, slashing its funding. The Committee to Protect Journalists described these efforts as a reward to dictators. The Federal Trade Commission has initiated a probe into Media Matters for America. The cumulative effect of these actions is to weaken the institutions designed to hold power accountable. When the government actively works to undermine media organizations, it creates an environment where journalists are less able to do their jobs. So, where does all this leave us? It leaves us teetering on a dangerous precipice. The relentless attacks, lawsuits, defunding efforts, and creation of a loyalist media echo chamber create a chilling effect. Consider the Associated Press, reportedly banned from the White House press corps for refusing to refer to the Gulf of Mexico as the Gulf of America. The AP had previously sued the Trump administration over media access and won. Journalists at the Pentagon now reportedly require escorts. This isn't about national security, it's about control. Each new restriction chips away at the foundations of a free press. The year 2024 was reportedly the deadliest globally for journalists. The stakes for democracy are monumental. A free press is an essential pillar of a functioning democratic society. When that press is muzzled, democracy itself begins to wither. Without reliable, independent information, how can citizens make informed decisions? An uninformed populace is far easier to control. This war of words and power is about the future of truth in modern America. The outcome of this conflict will define the character of American democracy for generations to come.